Welcome in the course of Power Electronics, GPH Electrical Engineering Department. In this session, we are going to perform the practical on three-phase half-wave controlled rectifier. So here is the circuit of three-phase half-wave controlled rectifier. You already know the difference between uncontrolled and controlled rectifier. Here in controlled rectifier, we are using thyristor T1, T2 and T3. There are three thyristors. We have three-phase AC supply at this point RYB. So three-phase 415 volt AC supply, 50 Hertz. Then here we have IAM, integrated AC measurement unit. So that will measure the input power, input voltage, power factor. And then we have this SCR firing control circuit, and from that point we will connect thyristor T1, T2 and T3. So thyristor T1, anode of T1 is connected with R phase, anode of T2 is connected with Y phase, and anode of T3 is connected with B phase. The cathode terminals of these SCRs, the thyristors, are shorted together, and it is connected to load through ammeter. The range of the ammeter is 0 to 4 ampere DC, and here we are going to use incandescent lamps. So lamp load will be there. There will be a voltmeter of range 0 to 600 volt across the lamp, and then the load is connected with the neutral of the supply. So let us verify this connection over here. I have already made the connections to save the time. So RYB from the input supply, R, Y and B and neutral. From RYB we have this integrated AC measurement panel. So from RYB it is going to measure to this panel, which will measure voltage, current, power factor and frequency. Then from RYB we have this firing control panel, from RYB metering panel to firing control panel, and from firing control panel we have this output RYB. So R phase is connected with the anode of this thyristor T1, then Y phase is connected with the anode of the thyristor T2, and B phase is connected with the anode of the thyristor T3. Now this cathode terminals of T1 is connected with cathode terminal of T2, and cathode terminal of T2 is connected with the cathode terminal of T3. So the cathodes of T1, T2 and T3, thyristor T1, T2, T3 are connected, shorted together, and it is going to this connection is the ammeter. The connection is going towards the ammeter. So ammeter is connected. Now from ammeter we are using this lamp load as resistive load. So this is just a link, because we have short wires which are not able to reach up to this point. So these two lamps have been connected in series. Okay, so we have actually 450 volt supply. So output DC voltage roughly will be 300 volts something. So we have to connect two bulbs in series. Now the load voltage. So the load voltage will be measured across these two terminals, and it is given to this differential probe. This is differential probe. What does it do? It attenuates the input voltage by the factor of 100. That means if there is 100 volt over here, if there is 100 volt across the load, this will produce only 1 volt, or this will attenuate to 1 volt, because the output of this differential scope is given to the CRO. We cannot directly connect the CRO with the 450 volt or 200 or 300 volt DC or AC. So this is BNC connector connected between between CRO and this differential power scope. Okay, so So this is differential powers CRO. So whatever the reading or whatever the load voltage across the load, say of 300 volt, 200 volt, they will be attenuated by the factor of 100. That means if 200 volt over here. Now we are turning on the supply. Okay. So now when we turn on the supply, we make sure that the firing knob or the potentiometer for the SCR firing port is in fully clockwise position. This gives us a full voltage. So it is in fully clockwise position. So now if we measure the load voltage, it's approximately 310 volt. Not approximately, it's 320 volt. So the load voltage is 320 volt and the load current is by looking at the ammeter, we can see that the load current is 0.1, 0.2, 0. It's between 0.2 and 0.3, so 0.25 ampere. So now let us take the reading here. So here, when firing angle knob is fully clockwise position, so the load voltage is 310 volt DC and the load current is 0.25 ampere. Lamp intensity is high. We can see that the illumination or the intensity of the lamp, is high. Okay, so this is the observation that we are making. Now let us observe the load voltage waveform. Now as we remove the ground, let us set and let us bring it in measurable position. So here is the load voltage waveform that you are observing. You know that the cycle is not going in negative. That means pulsated DC output voltage is observed. Voltage waveform is observed here. Now here I am going to change the firing angle. So with change in the firing angle, what will happen? We will observe the voltage as well as voltage in the voltmeter as well as the waveform. So first I am just changing the firing angle here by this potentiometer. So you see that the intensity of the lamp, with change in firing angle, the intensity of the lamp is decreasing. That means less voltage is available. So you can see the reduction in the output voltage also. I am reducing the firing angle, and this is the voltage when full voltage is available, when firing angle is 0. Now I am increasing the firing angle, and you see that the output voltage waveform. So average DC output will be reduced. With the reduction in the average DC output voltage, the pulse, the resistive load is less. And here, with change in the firing angle, we can see the output voltage is reducing. That is observed in the meter also, voltmeter also. Let us observe the current also. The current will remain 0.1, 0.2 and 0.2, 0.2 ampere. So the current is 0.2 ampere, and this is the waveform for 200 voltage. So here we are with change in firing angle, we are obtaining 200 volt DC. There is slight reduction in the current also. Lamp intensity is less or low, right? So that we just need to understand through this experiment that with change in firing angle in 3-phase half-wave control rectifier, the output voltage is reduced. That means we can control the output voltage with the help of this controlled silicon control rectifier or SCRs, right? And that is observed in the waveform also. Now I am increasing the firing angle to its extreme point. So you can see that the output voltage is reducing, that is seen in the waveform. there are only pulses available on, and you can see, you observe this, now the lamps are not glowing and the output voltage is 0. The supply is still on, the current is also 0. Now I am increasing the firing angle, reducing the firing angle again, and you see that now the supply here. So this is all about this 3-phase half-wave controlled rectifier. So 200 volt, and here you see that this is the voltage, AC voltage 523, current, input AC current is 0.08 ampere, input power factor, so input power factor is 0.02, so it's varying but 0.02, and frequency, so input frequency, supply frequency is 50 Hz. Thank you.